The law of attraction. How does that pertain to content creator burnout? I'm Angela Brown. I'm a content creator. I've been creating content every day for 7.5 years, and this is my recovery from burnout. Today is on day 30, and so we are at the tail end of a really amazing window of recovering from burnout. Today, we're going to talk about the law of attraction and moving forward, what that means for our business. Now, back in the early 20th century, 2000s or something, there was a video called The Secret. And it was a philosophy that you attract into your life things that you are and things that you're aspiring towards. It's this concept at a different level. If I go onto Google and I do a search for red boots, what's going to happen is Google is going to say, did you mean these red boots? And it's going to look for all the different vendors that sell red boots. Did you mean this? Did you mean this? Did you mean this? Did you mean this? And it's going to keep giving me suggestions. I searched for something, therefore I'm attracting to me whatever that is. Let's say red boots. All right, now I leave Google and I go to Facebook, but there was a pixel in there somewhere that started following me around the internet now. And it's like, hey, red boots. And then somewhere else, red boots, red boots. What's really interesting is, check this out. You'll walk down the street and you'll see somebody, it's fall time now, and what will they be wearing? You got it, red boots. Because we became in tune to red boots. We started seeing red boots everywhere we went. We'll go window shopping. It will be Christmas time. What do we see? We see a red boot full of candy canes in a store window. We'll see Santa wearing red boots. We'll start seeing all these different versions of red boots because that's what we are paying attention to. So the law of attraction is that which you are aware of, you start bringing into your life. So if you are a person of doom and gloom, chances are you're going to attract other doom and gloom people to you. Now, if you go to Facebook, for example, this is a test. Try this today. Mark my words. See if I'm not absolutely correct on this. But you go in and you just say, oh man, my back hurts so bad. I just can't believe that, I'm having a hard time standing or whatever. You're going to get a whole bunch of people that are going to collect to you like maggots. And they're going to go, I know, my head, my back, my neck, my spine, my ears, my whatever. And they're going to complain because that's what you started. That's what you attracted into your world. But if you also create a post on Facebook or any of the social medias, it could be Reddit or LinkedIn, and you say to yourself, I can't believe the amazing day I'm having. I woke up this morning and the sun came up and it was the most beautiful sunrise. And you post a picture of your sunrise, a whole bunch of people are going to start collecting to you, and they will post pictures of their sunrise. And they will make comments like, I know what a glorious world we live in. Oh, how beautiful that I woke up today. Oh, what a blessing. I feel so full of gratitude myself. And you will attract people like that to you as well. So what's really interesting is this: you have a choice. And so as we move through recovering from burnout, what I want us to focus on is that we do have a choice. And it's been said in all of the self-help circles, and I don't know exactly who started it, and I don't know how true it is, but they say you become the sum total of the 5 people that you hang out with. So look at, who are you talking to and how are you spending your time? And what are those people making you say? What are they inspiring you to do? What are they talking about? Are they talking about ideas and creative things? Gossiping about other people? What are those 5 top people in your life doing and inspiring you to do? And if you're unclear, maybe you better take another look at your friends. All right, so the law of attraction. What is it that we want to attract into our lives if, in fact, we have a choice, and if, in fact, we have a power to attract things to us? What is it we want to attract? This is where the last 30 days becomes really crystal clear. I asked for 14 hours of your week so that you could spend one of those hours a day exercising and meditating. Okay, we're going to unplug from the world so that instead of consuming content, we can create content. And I've asked you to track your progress every single day. Here's the reason why. If you're not tracking your progress, it's going to get really easy to become derailed. And I say this because if you've ever been in burnout mode, probably chances are this is not the first time. What? It's not the first time. It's true. It's not. You were in burnout mode. You found a way to get out of it. You thought you were doing okay. And then you slipped back into old behaviors. without consciously making this is the new norm change in my life. We slipped back into the old behaviors. And what did we get? We got more of the same for what we were doing before. If you do the same old things over and over again, you're going to get the same old results over and over again, right? We were asking ourselves to do dynamically different things so we could get dynamically different results. And over the last 30 days, we've proved that is the case. However, and here's the big Angela warning for you. If you revert to your old ways, you're going to revert to your old outcomes. And so we have to be really keenly aware that we want to attract new things into our lives. We want to attract new creativity, new people, and new ideas and new deals, right? Deals are what help us pay our bills. And so we have to do different things. All right. So how do we attract abundance into our life if we don't know what abundance looks like? That's a really great question. Now, I've created a program for you. It's my next 30-day program. This is going to be the Abundance Challenge. This is a 30-day abundance challenge where I'm going to take you from a barren wasteland, to a lush, luxurious type of life. There are 30 tips in here that we're going to cover each day. This is actually a little workbook, and you can buy this. It is available on Amazon. It's also a 30-day email course, and I will leave links in the notes below. If you would rather purchase it as an email course, we have a lot of deals and a lot of discounts and a lot of savings that as we're working through different things like software. If you were going to get software to start tracking your abundance, for example, we have deals and discounts that you can partake of because I have vendor deals of people that are doing business with me through my business. And so I can offer that to you if you're part of the email program. If not, you can just pick up a copy of your workbook online, and it's like $5.99 or something. The online version is also $5.99. So you don't save any money, but you might get a whole bunch of other deals and discounts and learn how to work with us on a different level that is help you through your abundance. All right. So what is the program? Well, the program is a recognition program. What have I been doing in the past that's not working? And we're going to go through the same thing with abundance that we went through with the burnout. We're going to go through every little step and say, where are we now? Where do we want to be? And how do we bridge the gap from A to Z? How do we do that in between? And it's really important that we realize that there are steps to take. And I'm not blaming anybody, okay? If you grew up and money is not your thing, you're not alone. Most content creators love to create, and they create the most amazing and artistic things. But many content creators, not all of them, but many content creators just flat out suck at business. They suck at money. They suck at saving money and investing, and they put all their eggs in one basket. And then if the basket gets blown to smithereens, then whoa, right? So as we start the process of attracting things into our life, we want to be cognizant of what it is we are attracting. Is it something we're running towards or something that we're running from, something that's behind us? And if we pay really close attention, we won't get derailed and then slink back into the everything went kaput on us and we're back to burnout mode, right? We want to be really careful that what we're doing and where we're going is a life of design. Why? Because we're content creators. We have the power to create a new norm. We have the power to create a new life. And then we have the power to attract more of that into our world, like the red boots. Everywhere you go, you're going to start seeing red boots. Mark my words, because I said this today, you're going to start seeing red boots everywhere you go. And all through the holiday season, instead of black boots, you're going to see red boots. And you're going to go, man, I never knew there were so many red boots, right? Just the color red. If you stop what you're doing right now and you look around the room, is there red in your visual? And if you pay attention just to the things that you see today that are in red, you will understand that because your mind now is looking for red everywhere you go, you're going to start to see it. There will be red everywhere you go starting today. Why? Because now you're looking for it. And if you're looking for a life of abundance and a life of positivity and a life of change and a life of really great deals that come into your life that pay your bills, that's what you're going to find because you're looking for them. You're open to them. And when they come to you, you're not going to turn them away and go, nah, that's not for me, because the sabotage was the old you, right? That was the old you that you're running from, not the you that you're running towards. So when you see new deals coming to you, you're going to go, yes, just like the red boots. I was looking for these. And as the deals come to you, you're going to start attracting more of that into your life. So the concept for today is the law of attraction. You're going to attract into your life whatever you are and wherever you are. And so who you are today, you're going to attract more people like that to you today. And so if you become a new person, the best version of yourself, oh my goodness, what's going to happen is you're going to start attracting into your life people that are the best versions of themselves. And the 5 people that you hang out with are going to start to elevate your consciousness. They're going to be the coolest 5 people you've ever met. They're going to be the smartest 5 people you've ever met. What you're going to find out is this: as you move on a pathward forward, the people that come into your life, the old friends, the negatory morning glories, they're going to drift out of your life because they're not going to be comfortable in your space. And so as you become a new person, you're going to start to attract new friends. And so don't be surprised if in the next 30 to 90 days, you lose all of your old friends. And that sounds really sad, like, oh, why would I lose my friends? Well, you're not going to lose them entirely. You're just going to limit your accessibility to negative people. And so those people that just rained on your parade and they didn't believe in you and they gave you all the reasons why you can't succeed, they're going to start drifting away as they watch you succeed and they watch you prove them wrong. And you watch yourself elevate to a happiness and a physical wellness that then permeates everything that you do. And so that's what you're going to start attracting into your world. Okay. So I want you to just be aware now, not just red and red boots, but I want you to be aware that what you are and who you are is what you're going to start attracting into your world. So be very, very conscientious of the choices that you make. And this last 30-day program, if you missed it, go back to day 1 and start over again, because we walked through a whole bunch of different things that will reboot your mind, your body, your brain, your dopamine, all of the different things in your body, as well as your business. And I know that, and this was really sad, I was at the gym today and one of my new friends said to me, this is day 30, isn't it? And I said, yes. And she said, does that mean that you won't be coming here anymore? And I said, what? No, I'm coming here every day. The 30 days of burnout recovery was just a reboot. And now that I have a new version of me, I'll still be coming back to the gym every single day. And she's holding me accountable to come every day. And this is a new friend I met in the last 30 days. When I talk about having a whole new set of friends, I named off 13 new friends that I met at the gym that I've been visiting with in the locker room every single morning during my getting dressed period. It was a conscientious decision that I made, where I would really like to just be at home, minding my own business, doing my own thing. I forced myself to do something dramatically different for dramatically different results. And now I have a whole new set of friends that are like, hey, you got to still come back, right? And they're holding my feet to the fire and they're holding me responsible. This goes back to, who are those 5 friends? What are they making you do? What are they making you say? My friends now are holding me accountable to come to the gym in the morning. If I skip a day, and I did skip a day in the process of planning for my husband's father's funeral, we stayed up really late one night and I didn't go to the gym the next day. The next day, my friends from the gym texted me. They're like, hey, so far you haven't missed a day. You missed today. Are you okay? Did something happen? And I was like, whoa, I have friends that contacted me and they want to know if I'm okay. These are friends that I never had before. These are people not on my payroll. These are like real friends that I met, right? You're going to start attracting a higher caliber of people into your life because you changed. And when you change, the world around you changes because you attract something new into your space. All right, I'm glad we covered that. All right, so look for red and look for red boots today. And remember the law of attraction. If you're not attracting into your world what you want, you have the power to change. All right, quick update about my sleep. I'm really excited about the types of sleep that I've been getting. I got a little skinny on the sleep last night, 4 hours and 42 minutes, but it was because I stayed up late on purpose. I was wrapping up a deadline and I'm really excited that I finished the deadline. We signed off on it and I sent it off to the next person down the line. So I'm really excited that I was able to take a huge project that normally would have taken me about a month, maybe a month and a half. And we were able to compartmentalize it down and get it finished, started, done, finished in under 1 week. Yes. So I'm super excited about that. I had to give up a little something on the way where I stayed up a couple nights too late, but I was able to get it done, and I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to take a nap this afternoon after my live stream, which is the Coffee Club with Lifelong Productions. And that's where all the content creators come together and they brainstorm their best ideas. And today we've got a really fun topic where we're talking about using forms to have people sign contracts and pay for their deal all in one fell swoop, so we don't have to keep chasing them down for money as the deal progresses. And then also a closeout agreement where they sign off on a project and they say no more changes. So they don't keep coming back to you going, hey, can you change this? Can you change that? And they keep adding stuff to the project, which leads into what we call scope creep, right? So we're talking about that today and how we can wrap that up with a legalized form. I'm really excited about today's conversation. All right, so going back to my progress for the day, the next thing is my hydration. And I'm doing very well on my hydration. I've been drinking my water, lots and lots and lots of water. And I have lots of these little tiny jugs that I keep at my desk, and they're all 16 ounces each. And when I run out of one, I turn and I drink the next one. And then at the end of the day, they're all empty. And I'm like, yay, I drank 112 ounces. So do whatever it is you got to do. I know for me, and I got another one over here. So this is like 4 of them at my desk at one moment. But the reason being is I don't want to skip. And if I have to jump up and leave, like I got to leave the house, this is really small and it's easy. I like that it's got the little handle on it. So even if my hands are all full, I can still carry my water with me. And it's kind of like my little security blanket. I find myself, and I like the little waters because they're easy to carry with me instead of like a great big monster jug. There's a girl that works for me and she showed up the other day with like a gallon jug. Like she's trying to, I'm like, that would never work for me. I'm not doing that. I need something little that fits in my hand, that's easy to carry around with me, and that I can see progress when I finished it. So I'm doing really well with the hydration. All right, the next thing is the intermittent fasting. And I am on, oddly enough, another 48-hour fast. So I ate nothing yesterday. And today, I guess I'm at about 40 hours right now without any food. And I feel great. I feel fantastic. And so to switch from one energy source, which is the carbohydrates that our body converts into energy, I've switched over to the other version, which is ketones. And I will leave links in the notes below to the app that I'm using on intermittent fasting. And also I'm going to leave links to Mindy Pelt's YouTube channel. She's an advocate for fasting and just only water fasting, where we only drink water and you can have herb tea and coffee with no sugar, no cream. Nothing that will spike your blood sugar levels. And one of the things that I've learned over the course of the last couple of weeks is I can completely regulate my moods, and it seems like my hormones and a whole bunch of other things by doing the intermittent fasting. So I know it sounds super crazy. When I heard about it, first I was like, that doesn't make much sense. Like you're supposed to eat 3 square meals a day and have bread and meat and all the things. And when I learned that there's a different way that our body will respond if we do things differently, I got nothing to lose. Remember, I was in burnout, feeling lousy, and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so by giving it a try, I have nothing but positivity to report. So I'm doing another 48-hour fast, and I'm really proud to say it's working really, really well for me. And again, I went to my doctor and I checked this off with my doctor before I tried it. I had all the blood tests. I did my mammogram and my colonoscopy, and I made sure there was nothing wrong. My doctor said, okay, give it a try and keep me posted. The same doctor told me, you're going through menopause and being fat is normal. That is what is expected, being fat. I'm like, I don't feel good and I don't want to be fat, right? So I had put on 40 extra pounds, and now I have lost, and I'm down 16 pounds on this journey in the last month. And so I hoped I would lose more. But I mean, 16 pounds in 30 days, that's still pretty good. And I've kept it off as I've lost it. So while I've kind of reached a plateau, I'm still exercising every day and I'm building muscle, which I think is part of the accounting for the weight that I have. All right. So the intermittent fasting, absolutely do it. I highly recommend it. All right. The next one is my nourishment. I have given up everything that is in a can, a bag, or a box. And so no preservatives in my food. So for 30 days, I got rid of all the preservatives, all the condiments, no salad dressings, except for a natural salad dressing that I made that was a ginger dressing that had carrots in it instead of sugar. And it was delicious. So make some changes that are positive to you and just see if you don't feel 100% better. And I was going for 100%, and I arrived. All right, the next one is my workouts. I have been working out every single day except for 2 days and except on the weekends. So in the last 30 days, I missed 2 weekdays, and then I missed every weekend where I did not work out on the weekends. So my body recouped on the weekends, but in the swimming pool during the days. When I'm working out at the gym, I have been going all out massive action. And I've been really working on getting toned and getting physically strong, repairing what was 30 days ago recovery from knee surgery. My knee is 100% better now. I feel fantastic. I'm running up and down stairs. I'm getting up and down and doing squats and all the things that I was not able to do 30 days ago. So 30 days with changing nothing, no medications or nothing, only physical fitness and healthy diet. And my knee is completely better. So hooray! I'm so glad of that. All right, then the next thing, my moods and attitudes. I think those speak for themselves. My moods and attitudes are completely self-regulated, and I'm going to say I'm not a victim of anything. I feel like I totally reset the button on my attitude, and I feel healthy, wealthy, and wise. So hooray for that. All right, the next one is my business progress. I think I've been sharing with you day by day my business progress and how it has helped me. I do want to stop for a second on one of the challenges that I ran into. And I have to stop for a second and say that somebody contacted me yesterday and they said, why are you tracking the challenges? If you're promoting positivity, why are you tracking the challenges? And why is it important for me to track the challenges? So I want to stop for just a second. I'm tracking the challenges for this reason. When we are aware, we have choices. It's like when you turn on the news and they say there's a hurricane coming, evacuate the city that you live in. What do? We grab some boards and we board up our windows so the hurricane coming through doesn't smash all of our windows. Then we grab the sandbags and we put them around the foundation of our house so that when the water comes in, it doesn't flood our house and ruin our property, because our homes are our biggest asset for the most of us, right? And so when we know a hurricane is coming, we take precautions. So why am I tracking my challenges? It's like the hurricane coming. I'm turning on the news and I'm looking around saying, oh, look, here's something that's coming at me. And if I can catch it and I can ward it off at the pass, I can resolve this. So I told you about 2 children's books that I'm working on. One of those books has been in progress for about 8 years. Now, the reason it hasn't finished and been complete is because there's one person on the project that will torpedo every deal because of self-sabotage. And that one person I'm working with on this book deal. And so getting ready to sign off on the book, because we finished it yesterday, getting ready to sign off on the book, a part of me was like, hey, if this person will just sign off, wait a second. And I looked over the last few days. This person has a history of dragging their feet on signing contracts. And this person has a history of changing their mind frequently. So here's me keeping track of the challenges. This person is going to be a nightmare to sign off on this project. I can tell that already, because if history tells a tale, this person will sabotage the deal before it gets to press. So I made a new contract, a contract we've never had before. And it's a completion contract. And if you complete this project, you get 3 changes. And when you submit those 3 changes, if you should make a change, then you have to re-sign this agreement. And if the 2 co-authors, because there are 2 co-authors, if both of you have changes to make, you each get 3. So that's 6 changes before then it goes to press. Okay. So you get to each make your changes. Then you have to re-sign again until there are no changes. Because on the next contract, no changes. You're just signing off on it because we made your 3 changes, right? But that limits them to say, well, if I only get 3 changes, what am I okay with? And then they start finding a balance in it, going, okay, maybe the color is a slightly different orange than what I was looking for the title, but it's okay. And they start making concessions, because we could go on forever and sabotage the whole deal, right? So it's a new contract we've never had. It's us bracing for impact. That's the reason why we keep track of the challenges. If we can resolve it before it gets blown out of proportion and we're 6 months down the road and we've missed the deadlines and everybody's angry and upset and whatever, because we keep doing all the changes. And I did this once with another guy. After he signed off on it, he made 14 more changes. and there was a deadline, and I had to hire a whole new team of people over a weekend that were independent contractors that could make the 14 changes and make sure that it went to press on time. Okay. I hate doing stuff like that. Super expensive for me, and it's a colossal waste of time. And I then hated the deal. I wasn't proud of it anymore. And so all of a sudden, keeping track of our challenges, we're like, whoa, I can prevent this before it happens. And what happened yesterday is so revolutionary to my business. By creating this one kind of contract, not only did we put the ball in her court and say 3 changes and that's it, she texted me last night and said, hey, I got a couple of changes. I said, put them inside your contract and make them be one of your 3. Don't be texting me. You now go through the contract in order to make it happen. And I've already handed the project off to someone else on my team. So that someone else on my team is going to have to make those changes. Okay. But by having that in place, that resolved the challenges. Yay. Look at us solving problems. I'm so proud of myself. All right. So for those of you that are just joining me, this is lifelongproductions.com/burnout. And that's where I'm keeping track of all of my progress. That it has been the last 30 days and leading up to where we find ourselves right now. And where we find ourselves right now is on the other side of burnout. We are flying free in the business. We're doing great. And we're moving into the law of attraction, which our next focus is going to be all about abundance. So our next project is a 30-day challenge on abundance. Can we go from struggling as a content creator and hoping someone's going to recognize us and hoping we're going to get some brand deals, to turning that whole ship around and making sure that now we know what we're looking for, how to put those deals together, and how to recognize them when they come to us so that we don't miss out on those opportunities, because what? We're attracting those now into our lives because that's what we're paying attention to. All right. I love this. You guys, this is such good stuff. All right. So lifelongproductions.com is the group that is paying for this production today. They're also paying for my next production to help you, which is also on the law of abundance. So as we talk about the 30-day abundance challenge, again, this is just a book you can pick up from Amazon. It's a book that I created for you. It's also an email sequence. I'm also going to be creating a little snippet every day where I'm going to check in with you, and I'm going to keep you posted on things we can do to turn that ship around. All right, so that is it for today. And this is the end of our Content Creator Burnout series. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. And if you ever get stuck in burnout, go back to the beginning and go through this series again. We're going back and we're actually re-editing them. We're adding in some B-roll and we're tweaking them to clean them up a little bit so that it is a set of tools you can use moving forward. All right. So if you have any questions or comments, those still go in the notes below because we're going to be responding to those through here, through forever. Okay. You guys are on my team. I'm here to help you. And I want you to remember 2 things. 2 things I want you to remember. Number 1, you matter. Your voice matters. And number 2, you are enough.